Do you want to hear a story about an eternal king? Okay, get ready because here it goes. It all started with a sunrise over the river Nile. The year was 2613 BC and the Pharaoh of Egypt was King Sneferu. Now, Sneferu wasn't your typical Egyptian ruler. Oh, no. He was known throughout the land as a master builder, an innovator, and a bit of a mad hatter. Why do I say that? Well, let me tell you about his first pyramid. This is the bent pyramid at Dashur. It was Sneferu's first attempt at building a pyramid. And when I say attempt, I mean attempt because it wasn't really a pyramid when it was finished. You see, Sneferu wanted to build a pyramid that reached straight towards the heavens. So his architects drew up plans for a pyramid with a steep angle. It was steeper than any pyramid before it, and construction began. The workers carved massive stone blocks and they hauled them up the steep incline. But as the pyramid grew, something strange happened. The steep angle began to crumble. Yeah, I guess they didn't have an engineer to check the structural integrity of their design. So Sneferu had to make a tough decision: tear down the crumbling structure or change the design. Well, instead of doing either, Sneferu did neither. He ordered construction to continue at a shallower angle from the second half of the pyramid upwards. And that's how you end up with a pyramid that looks like it has two different angles. It might not have been what Sneferu originally planned, but it turned out pretty cool, if I do say so myself. This pyramid is one of the most unique in the world. I mean, can you imagine showing this to someone and them not believing that it's real? But Sneferu wasn't done building yet. He wanted to create a pyramid that was perfectly smooth and symmetrical. So he built another one. This was the Red Pyramid. It was bigger than the last one and it looked even better. In fact, it was the largest pyramid ever built during the 4th dynasty and the first true smooth-sided pyramid in Egypt. It stood there looking all majestic in the golden light of the setting sun. And as the years went by, its color turned red, hence the name Red Pyramid. Now, if you're thinking that's a pretty cool pyramid, just wait till I tell you about the next one. That's right, this is the Great Pyramid of Giza. Yeah, Sneferu's son, Pharaoh Khufu, got inspired by his dad and decided to build an even bigger and better pyramid. I mean, come on, who wouldn't be inspired by a pyramid that looks like this? So anyway, while the Red Pyramid is pretty impressive, it was also kind of dangerous to build. I mean, just look at these steep sides. There were probably a lot of close calls with the workers falling to their death. But you know what they say, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. And who better to lead the construction than the king himself? I mean, the guy was known as a master builder, for crying out loud. And Sneferu wasn't just a builder, he was a trader too. He established new trade routes and expanded Egypt's wealth and power. He even waged war and expanded his kingdom's borders. The guy was basically a one-man army. So yeah, Sneferu might not have been the most typical Egyptian pharaoh, but he was definitely one of the greatest. He built pyramids that stood the test of time. He expanded Egypt's wealth and power. He was a warrior and a visionary. I mean, if that doesn't scream eternal, I don't know what does. So yeah, that's the story of the Eternal King. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Royal Stories. If you did, please subscribe so you never miss an adventure. Thanks for watching. See you next time.